Yo, what's up everybody? It's me, WD Michael, and in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be testing out the Nintendo Switch consoles. Now, I have a Nintendo Switch OLED, and I've also got a brand new Nintendo Switch 2. So in this YouTube series, what I want to do is test out some of the games that we can play on both these consoles to see the differences that we can see in the Nintendo Switch 2 and just see how drastic it changes and affects these games that we've loved so much. So in the very first video, we're going to be kicking off with Legend of Zelda, The Breath of the Wild, which is an absolutely stunning game. And honestly, I'm really excited to see just how amazing it looks on the Nintendo Switch 2. So let's dive into it. Here we are on the title screen for The Legend of Zelda and The Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch. So what I'm going to be doing is playing the game for 10 minutes through the intro to get an idea of how the game plays, the visuals, all that kind of stuff. And then what we'll do is we'll hop over to the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Legend of Zelda and the Breath of the Wild. And then we'll play that for 10 minutes and see all the differences and changes that we can find in the Nintendo Switch 2 version. So let's pop into this and get the Legend of Zelda, the Breath of the Wild started. Got a new game rolling. So we're gonna start off from the very beginning, even the opening scene. I wanna see every bit of the visuals. I wanna see all the changes that we can find in this for 10 minutes. So starting now, we're gonna play for 10 minutes, see exactly what we can find. Now, The Legend of Zelda, The Breath of the Wild. It's such a clean opening, just really clean, very minimalistic, black screen with the lettering. Really good. I like that. Now, this is a visual that I'm really excited to see on the Switch 2 to see if this one's any different, because this is really like, it's a really heavy black screen background with a really popping white light in the middle. This one could be a real starting point for how the visuals change from the Switch to the Switch 2. Bright light, the awakening. We're here. All right.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes. Gorgeous. I love that blue kind of like neon-y starlight color in the dark. That's just gorgeous. Wake up. Wake up, Link. The water is subsiding. Is going away. Could you imagine just waking up in a pool of blue water in a random dark room that you don't know about? What a trippy way to wake up. Alright, so we're looking around. Looking around. We got some really nice lights and texturing and shading with the like blues and teals. The body color, like the body texture looks kind of definitely like cartoonish. You definitely see the block shading where like the darker colors are. It'll be really interesting to see how the Switch 2 deals with like the lighting. The bright lights in this beginning scene. It seems like I probably should be going over there, yeah? Alright. So yeah, one of the big ones I want to look at is like these blue lights, these red lights, to see how the shading and all that kind of stuff is different. We've also got the body of old Link here. Cool. Nice artistic style. I like that artistic style. It's really cool. And it feels very anime-like. Very anime feeling. Examine. Ooh, what do we got? That's pretty. The orange and blue are just like great combo. So Sheikah Slate.
You after your long slumber.
Okay. It'll guide me. So it's my journal guide. My compass, my navigation, my log pose. Looks like a Switch console. A mysterious tablet with a glowing center. You've never seen this device before, and yet there's something familiar about it. Bloop, bloop. Shift change. Oh, the mysterious door opens. Onward with our journey. Again, more blue lights, dark. Very dark lit. Ooh, very rainbowy. Love that. We got our well-worn trousers. Very nice, very nice. We got another treasure chest. Very sparkly and colorful. That'd also be another really great spot to see how the visuals and the textures and stuff are changed. That was a really lovely bright light. All right, let's see the running. You can kind of see there's a little bit of like kind of choppiness where because it's moving, the camera does kind of, it doesn't move super smooth. You know what I mean? There is a little bit of kind of jerkiness to it almost, I would say. So I'm curious how the running, like if I run in circles with the Switch 2, how that'll change up, if it'll be a little bit smoother. Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. I will show you the way. All right. Full send. Authenticating. The Sheikah slate has been confirmed. Speak friend and enter. The bright lights, the open world.
Link,
This one will also be a really good scene to see just because of how bright that light is. See how, if it's a little more crisp.
I must shine upon Hyrule once again.
You are the light, Link. Go. Shine. I shall go. I shall shine. Yo, look at that water. Water looks great. Ooh. You can get animations for walking in it. Looks good. Alright, this is going to be a really, really awesome visual to see just how the Switch 2 changes this opening scene. Because it's just taking you away. You get this really wide landscape. I'm curious if it's any better on the Switch 2. This is definitely, this will be one of the pinnacle moments of how the actual gameplay and the footage has changed, if it is drastic at all, you know what I mean? That mountain is so ominous in the background. I love that. Just a great way to open a scene. Massive world. I'm so excited to try this out. So I'm actually little slow, low key. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a let's play. I'm going to be testing some let's play content on this channel. So we're actually going to be doing a full-on let's play series of Breath of the Wild. So if you're excited about this game, if you like this, or if you want to see me play the entire Nintendo Switch 2 version on this channel, I will be doing that. And so those videos will be coming shortly. I've already started recording and getting some of those done. And yeah, so I'm really, really excited. It's going to be a new adventure as we kind of test out some of these new Nintendo Switch 2 games. So hopefully you enjoy it and stay tuned for those ones. Yo, we've got a branch. We've got a stick. Okay, why to pull it out? Oh, we got jumps. Oh, we can hug it. Oh, sweet. Okay. Found a Hylian shroom, a common mushroom found near trees around Hyrule. Eat it to restore half a heart. Okay. I dig it. Yo, there's squirrels! Yo, why are you running away so fast? Yo, can we get squirrel meat? Does Link get to eat squirrel meat? Is that a thing? Or do we just eat mushrooms? I don't know, that squirrel's pretty big. I bet you'd be pretty tasty. Let's go on down to this campfire. It seems like our next point is very telling of where we should be going. Oh, we got some apples. We get them. My tree branch is broken, but we did get an apple. We've gotten an apple. And we've gotten a baked apple. Direct heat is softened and sweetened this apple. Eat it to restore 3/4 of your heart. Old man, I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Oh no, forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Another one of the visuals I want to test out is this fire animation that's here and this character that's crossing. This would be another really good one to point out and look at to see how the fire in the Nintendo Switch 2 works, if it's any different, if they've updated and if it's got any better visuals. Because that's usually like, you can always tell like certain things and aspects of the game, like the grass isn't going to be all that different. But like setting up and animating a fire, that's something we can really look at to see if it gets updated and changed. So that's another one I'm really looking for. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man to a place like this? Well, where are we? What is this place? Answering a question with the question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. Bird just stood up and menacingly pointed out behind him. Okay, so we've got a massive church, it looks like. Temple. That temple there, long ago, it was a site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. It doesn't mean it definitely looks decayed. Looks a little broken and rubbled. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, for 100 years, it doesn't look too bad. It just looks like you got some shrubbery. I mean, hot dang. It's not bad. Could be worse. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. Are we just gonna go and see what's over here? Is this an axe? Ooh. A woodcutter's axe. A woodcutter's tool of choice for felling trees. Its formidable weight and uneven balancing make it slow. An inefficient weapon. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Somebody's talking to me. Hold on. Whoa.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Okay. Okay, I guess I will. Check your Sheikah slate. My current location. Follow the Sheikah slate. It took 2 slices to fell that tree. Yo, we are strong. We are very strong. Okay, so we can chop down trees. That was actually really cool. I wonder if we can chop down a bigger one. No. Too big. They've got to be this size. Chop. Chop. 2 slices and they're just straight up done. We've gotten an acorn, often found on the ground near trees. Squirrels adore this nut. So you may have competition while foraging. Add one to a meal for a nutty seasoning. So we get to season and cook our own food. That's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's head up over to this little area over here. I think that will be a great spot to... Oh, we've got a boss. We've got a little not a boss, a mob. I wanted to say mob boss, but I don't know why I did that, but we've got a mob, so this will be great. Let's test out the mob fighting while we've got the Switch out. Woo! All right, come here, little piggy gremlin man. Oh, you dropped your stick. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh! I launched him. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Come here. Gotcha! Ooh, that was pretty. Change weapon. We got a bokoblin horn. The severed horn of a bokoblin, a creature often encountered on the plains of Hyrule. It isn't edible, but it can be tossed into a stew with some critters to make an elixir. Oh, so we make potions. That is potion. A bokoblin fang, a tooth obtained from a bokoblin. It's worn down and not very sharp, but it's still pretty hard to cook it alongside a critter to make an elixir. Again, just more potion making stuff. All right, well, I think that was a solid 10-minute chunk. I think it was actually a little bit more than 10 minutes, but hey, I'll take it. We got a good couple of things done. We got through the intro. We got out to the main story. We got to talk to some of the NPCs. We got to do a battle. We got to interact with the world. We got to see some of the, like, what am I can't even think of the word, like, the portrait of the giant, the landscape. There we go. We got to see the landscapes. We got to see a bunch of stuff. Now, let's swap over to the Switch 2 and see just how different this game looks on the Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, I've swapped over to my Nintendo Switch 2, and we are now at the starting menu for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. So, already the opening menu looks better. I just, quite honestly, it looks better on this opening menu. The graphics look better. It just looks smoother. Everything looks cleaner. So let's go ahead and start this new game. Now, one of the other things that I have noticed, this was not something we had an option for in the last one. We have 2 save files. The Switch version did not have 2 save files, so that's one difference right there to kick it off, that there is actually a second save file. So if you want to test out or have somebody else in your family play it, the Nintendo Switch 2 version does have an extra save file for you. It's pretty cool. Obviously, this opening menu right now doesn't have anything super crazy, but we are waiting for that kind of opening golden glow to see how different it is. Now, I'm going to be quite honest with you, that looks a lot cleaner. It doesn't look so hazy, foggy. It looks more defined. Already, right off the rip, it looks better. It's more detailed. More vibrant. The white light. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes. So I think we wanted to look at was the blues and the reds in this kind of opening scene. I'll be honest, the blues already look a little bit more vibrant. Obviously, the artistic style is the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so we still have that artistic, cartoony kind of a vibe to the character. The question is, do we see more details in the character? It does look a little bit like the shading might be a little bit better on the lighter tones. Let's see what happens when he walks out of this bathtub, though. A lot of this look, I mean, this right here doesn't look super different at the moment. The movement and the water drops, now that is where it looks different. So in the original one, what I was noticing was it looked a little bit choppier, blockier, kind of, it wasn't as crisp and clean. That movement and the actual body movement of the character, that looked pretty good. I'll be honest, that looked pretty good. So that wasn't bad. Okay, so just looking around, the character already looks better. The shading, the dark shading doesn't look so blocked out and like it was struggling before. Now it's definitely shifting, rotating, and moving at a good angle. It's like it's adjusting well, smoother. It's not so blocky. It does look, I'll be honest, it does look a lot nicer on the Switch 2. This is clean. That's gorgeous. Yeah, I think really the biggest thing is that everything just feels more defined. There's less fog and fuzz. Makes any sense? Everything just seems really precise. That's really it. It's good. It really it brings you more into this character in this realm that we're playing, and I like this a lot. I cannot wait to play the Let's Play through this one, because I haven't really played this game. I really like Legend of Zelda. It's always been a great series. Like, I really want to explore it, and now I'm gonna push myself to do it. So I'm excited. This is gonna be a lot of fun. These reds look really cool too. Yeah, I mean, it looks like, man, it just looks crisp. It really, really does. I want to see what this box opening looks like, though. These boxes don't look so hard to find. Like before, when it was really dark in here, it was kind of hard to make out and pinpoint things. This is almost, I couldn't miss it at this point. That color is gorgeous, by the way. That looked really, really good. This menu looks a lot better just by adding the inventory on. That was good. Yeah, I think my biggest thing in this is it just is cleaner. It just looks cleaner. It's more precise on the stuff that you've got going on. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That orange pops, man. Ooh.
That will show you the way.
That will show you the way. Hold up your Sheikah slate. Now we are coming up to that opening scene, which should be pretty cool. And then we got that fight scene too coming up, which will be nice. Let's see if that fighting is cleaner and smoother.
Link.
Man, that looks really good compared to last time. Last time it was just this hazy, foggy glow. That looks really good, man.
Go.
Wow. And I'm not even surprised that it looks as good as it is. I've been playing the Nintendo Switch 2 for a couple weeks now, and I've been playing it mainly with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And the rendering distance for Pokemon, I've already noticed a massive, massive upgrade. So I was fully coming in this expecting there to be some good changes, and it's definitely not let me down. The lighting on, look at the lighting on the water. So from the outside door, there's lighting coming in. Look at how clean it moves across that water. Oh my. Wow. That water looks great. Great job with the water. I can already tell you that mountain. Oh. Ooh, come on. Let's let this sink in. Legend of Zelda, the Breath of the Wild on the Switch 2. My biggest thing that I was looking at was that mountain. The mountain looks, because it is obviously far away, they have a little bit more ability to render it out well. And that castle also looks really, really good too. Man, that looks good. It really just looks great. It definitely feels like the Switch 2 is just handling the rotations, transitions, and the video moments better. I'll be honest. God, grass looks good. Look at this. This is gorgeous. We got a tree branch. Okay. Look at those bushes and look at how, like, oh, that looks amazing. That looks absolutely stunning. Little critter flew off. The Hylian mushroom. Little sprinting action going on. Yeah, this already just... I beg your pardon. As my baked apple, we can't just go about taking whatever you please. Okay, so that was another thing we want to look at was the fire. I mean, I'll be honest. It looks better. I mean, I can't say it doesn't. It looks like a nice generated fire. There's not any chopping or block, even when we're spinning. Like, look at that. I mean, the smoke goes away when we get too close to it because we're over top of it and the render doesn't go. But hot dang, look at that fire, man. It looks good. All right, we've already read his text. We're going to get through so we get to the fight here. I'll spare you my life story, but also this scene looks also really good too. I love how the lighting is working. The background, you've got the little like light flare from the sun on the back from the camera there. Also the menu, the text menu also looks infinitely better. Yeah, this absolutely very much more like this is great. Now, even just with this one, because I remember I was looking at this, like, oh, that, you know, that place doesn't look all that decrepit or run down. Now on the Nintendo Switch 2 version, now we can see more. I can see that top window's blown out. There's some more greenery around it. Some of those back windows are blown out. I couldn't see those details before. So it kind of still looked like just a regular old church. But now in the Switch 2 version, I can see more of the damage. Flat out. That's pretty cool. I think the last thing we got here is just to go ahead and go knock out one of those goblins. And get us a nice little fight here. Really round it out. I mean, look at that, too. You can cut the grass. Yo, look at that clean grass cut. Man. Yeah, there's a sword over there. Sorry, I got distracted. Squirrel? You can cut down the bushes? Look at that. How clean it is. It looks so good. All right, let's go fight somebody real quick. Chop this dude up. Yo, that looks good. Come here. Come. The combo breaker destroyed him. That was great. That looked really, really good. Let's go into this next zone, though. Let's get a real idea of what we got. We'll get a little extra so we skip some text. Link. Is she telling us Link again?
On the map in your Sheikah slate.
I'm working on it. All right, Zelda, I'm working on it. The current location. And then our map. Follow the show. Oh, look at this little blue goblin blob man. Whoa, dude. Chill. He looks really good, though. Looks real good. Chop you up, though. Blop. Are those your eyeballs that got left? Did I just leave you your eyeballs? No, it's jelly. Oh, I thought I just like hit you so hard your eyeballs popped out. Poor guy. Wow. That was amazing. I'm blown away. I am really impressed with this game. Even for being as old as the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is, it looks fantastic on the Nintendo Switch 2. And the update was absolutely worth it. That was a fantastic gaming experience. I am highly, highly impressed. I cannot wait to play this game. Like I said, I will be doing a Let's Play on this game, and I'll be playing through the entire Nintendo Switch 2 version of The Legend of Zelda, The Breath of the Wild. So if you want to see all the bosses, all the zones, all that stuff, I will be playing through the entire series. So make sure you sub, follow along so you don't miss out on any of those videos. Overall, though, my overall final kind of assessment, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Switch 2 looks absolutely fantastic. It is a definite upgrade in every aspect of the game. It looks great. The gameplay feels better. It is, wow, it is amazing. And I keep on getting blown away by all these Switch 2 games that I keep playing, like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, now Legends Breath of the Wild. I'm really excited to test our other games to really see how much better the Switch 2 is bringing these Nintendo games to life. So it's going to be a fun series. The next one we are going to test out is going to be The Legend of Zelda, The Tears of the Kingdom. So stay tuned for that one. We will be testing that one out in the same way we did with this one. So if you're curious the differences and changes to that game, stay tuned. It'll be coming next. Thank you all so much for hanging out in this video. I hope you had an absolutely amazing time and learned something about The Legend of Zelda, The Breath of the Wild, and the new Nintendo Switch 2 versions. And we'll talk to you later.